So getting to your Google Drive is pretty easy on Chromebooks. You just do what I just did by going to the apps and clicking on your Google Drive right there, and it takes you right to your own personal Google Drive. If you want to make sure that's yours, look in the upper right hand corner and make sure that this email is indeed yours. Getting there through a browser on another computer that is not a Chromebook is a little bit different, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I'm going to show you how to get to your Google Drive now if you're not on a Chromebook. All you have to do is open up Google Chrome and then go into the upper right hand corner where these three little bars are right here, and then click Sign into Chrome. From here, you're going to put in your email and your password. So I'm going to type in mine that I am using, my student account that I am using for this tutorial. And then when you click Sign In, it'll take you to one more place to sign yourself in. You'll click Login, and then that will take you to signed in with your Google account. It'll bring up this little thing right here. Go ahead and just click Create New Profile, and then you're signed into Chrome. So any bookmarks that you've created will be up here. Any kind of settings that you have will be applied to Chrome at this time. And if you want to get to Google Drive, you just click this Apps button up here, and it shows you all the apps that you have installed. And you can just click Google Drive right here, and it'll take you to your Google Drive, and that's how you get to it if you're not on a Chromebook, if you're at home or on a different computer at school. So now that you know how to get to your Google Drive, let's talk a little bit about how to organize your Google Drive. You can always create folders if you want to. You can see I have one little folder right here, but if you wanted to create more, you can click on the Create button right here and you can create a new folder. You can also access Google Docs, presentations, spreadsheets, forms, drawings, all of these from here as well as down on the bottom. So I'm going to create a folder, and let's say I want to create a folder for my English class. Okay? And then I'll create a folder for my English class. Maybe I want to create another one for my biology class. So you can do the same thing like you would do on your H Drive, creating different folders for your different classes, like that. Some kind of things you can do to be able to distinguish these is if I click on one, I can always click on this little arrow right here, and I can change the color of the folder if I wanted to. So I could change maybe biology to green, and then if I go back into my drive here, you'll see my biology folder is green. Maybe I want to make my English folder blue, and then maybe I want to make my geometry folder yellow. So we can do that to be able to sort of distinguish your folders if you wanted to do that, if you'd like to stay color coordinated and organized. Another thing that you can do is you can always share folders, which can be very useful if you are doing a project with a bunch of people. Let's say we're doing a group project in my English class, and let's say we're doing a group project on To Kill a Mockingbird, since that is the example that we're using here. Let's say within my English folder I'm going to create another folder, and I'm going to call it To Kill a Mockingbird Project. And let's say this is a project where a bunch of us are going to be working on all these different documents that eventually have to come together into one project. Okay, but we want to be able to see what everybody else is doing, and we want to be able to keep all of our project materials in one place. Creating a folder and then sharing that folder with your other group members is a great way to be able to do that. So what I can do is I can go into my project folder here, and I can go to this button right up here that says Share Folder. If I click on here, it's going to bring up a new window where I can invite people to share this folder with me. Okay, so I can invite people via their email here. So I'm going to put in my own email. Here it is, it automatically pops up because I've done this before. So you'll just need the email addresses of your group members, which should be fairly similar to yours. It'll still be that at eduhsd.k12.ca.us, just what's before it will change. You want to make sure that they can edit it, because that means that they can contribute new documents to that folder. They can also look at all the other documents in that folder, edit any of the documents in that folder, make changes and such and so on, okay? There are other options. You can also click Can View. That means they can only look in the folder. They can't add anything to the folder. They can't edit anything into the folder. They can only view it. So if, say, you're a group leader and you just wanted to show somebody else what it was that you've compiled so far, but you didn't want them to be able to edit anything, maybe you can just add them to view. But if you want to do true collaboration, you're going to want to click Can Edit. You can notify people via email. So what it would do is, once I clicked this send, it would send an email to this address saying, hey, somebody's shared a folder with you. I can also add a message to that person if I wanted to, saying, hey, here's the To Kill a Mockingbird project folder. Add your documents here. Okay, so I could do that if I wanted to. Or I can just unclick that and it won't notify them via email. Maybe they're sitting right next to you and they know that they're going to be sending it, or you're going to be sending it to them. So you can unclick that if you wanted to. And then just click OK, or if this is click, you'll click send. Okay, so we'll just click OK here. I'm just going to click OK right here. This is telling me that I'm not sending an email to them. So I'll just click OK, and then you'll see that it will add the other person into here. This is my personal account right here, not the fake student account that I'm working in right now. I'm going to click Done, and now you'll see that in the upper corner here, it'll list all the people who can see the folder. Me and my fake student account, and then me, my actual account right here, can edit. So I'm going to pause the video here for a second, and I am going to go into my other account and add a document, and we'll see it pop up in here. There we go. You can see that this document I just added into the drive from my other computer just popped up in here, and I can click on this if I wanted to and see what they've done so far. I can also add anything into here if I wanted to help them out. So there's that. Okay, so now let's say the shoe is on the other foot. Let's say that this student wants to create a folder and then eventually share it with me. So once they create that folder and share it with me, where am I going to find it? I'm going to find it in this right here where it says shared with me. If I click on there, look, there's the folder that the other student created and is sharing with me. And then I can open this up and look at any files that are in here, create any files to be shared with that other person. It shows me now that these two icons are switched, that this other student is the owner, and I can edit in this folder if I wanted to. So that's a really useful thing to be able to use and do to allow for true collaboration with your peers.